When I'm thinking about the Meta or Oculus, any kind of VR, including Vision Pro, it reminds me back in the days when I was flying and I did some NVG or nods or night vision goggle work in a helicopter at night. Well, it's the best time to do it, I guess. They used to describe it, and it's fairly accurate, of looking at something through 2 toilet paper rolls. That was about the vision you had. Not anywhere near the field of view that you have with this. And the weight was about comparable to 2 12-ounce cans of soda. So you can imagine, and your head would just get really heavy and it would hurt your neck in the back. So what did they do? They took battery packs and you would wear it on the back of your helmet to kind of counterbalance the weight between 2 cans of soda in the front and the weight in the back. And eventually they got the weight down further and further and made it a little lighter until they came up with these. And I've been on the fence about the Vision Pro and the Meta 3. Oh, it's so much better than this one. Is it? This one was a step up from this one in some ways and a step back in others. Is the Meta 3 worth twice the value of an Oculus 2 or a Meta 2? Not completely sold on that yet. This is 10 times less than a Vision Pro. I don't know. The comments on this, and the comments on this, and the comments on the Meta 3, and the comments on the Vision Pro are all pretty much the same. No matter how good the gear is, remember those days, if you can't wear it for very long, then is it worth it? One of the things I liked about this is it had this angular support on the back of your head. This, they opted for a more floppy strap, and you really could try to get it down a little bit and support it. And I guess they did some studies and thought that this was too hard. I decided, before I get a Meta 3, I'm going to see if I can upgrade this Meta 2. So what did I do? And invested another, I think it was $20 to $25 for this rig and add to the Meta 2. And hopefully this will distribute the weight a little better. If I have to, maybe I'll come up with a way of modifying it and putting this battery weight in the back to counteract the weight in the front and see if this is easier to wear. On this one and this one, the most I've ever gotten out of wearing it is about 45 minutes before it starts hurting. Right here and on the bridge of the nose for me. So that's where it hurts, and so sometimes I have to actually lift it off my head in order to keep watching things. So let's go to a top-down shot, get into the details of this installation, and I'll give you my impressions on whether or not this is going to resurrect my Oculus 2, so I'll spend more time on it. Then I'll figure out whether I want to invest in a Meta 3. As far as the Vision Pro, I think that's a little time off. This was highly rated on Amazon. I'll tell you a couple things that I really like about it. So it's got the back support area. The other thing that sets this one apart from some of the others is it's got a padded strap on top, which I think helps distribute load between the back and the top. You can see this is all thin here, and it just isn't comfortable. No way of counteracting the weight of the front. Some of the comments at Amazon is that it was hard to put together. I don't know, it looks pretty basic to me. You got 2 pieces, essentially. Pay attention to the left and right. Please make sure to install in the correct direction. Okay. It does have 30-day money-back guarantee, 18-month warranty, lifetime support. There's these grooves, there's these little teeth. Should be an easy install. Takes a little bit of pushing, but they pop in place and they give you a nice positive return that you've done it right. Pull this out, but I think we take this out first. That's the front piece. I'm having problems right here and a pressure point up there. I might get a new one of these depending on how this one works out. Now I pop this off. This is maybe the factor that people are confused with. Oh, look at that. Okay, so that's all you do. So here you just carefully pull back and it pops right off. I can see where that might be confusing to people. And this is your OG original equipment. Put that to the side. Alright, so I'd imagine that they're going to pop on the same way the other ones came off. So I'm just going to come up here like this, and look at that. Pretty easy. So you got a little groove here. Put the front in first, line it up, and pop it on. Oh, that was really simple. Now you got this one piece here. That feeds through that little area pretty good. I'm going to just flap that forward, and I'm going to use this tape measure that's both inches and centimeters. Run this all the way forward, which is 9¼ inches and 23 centimeters. Now let's crank it back. Right around 13 inches and 33 centimeters. So the play is about 5 inches, 10 centimeters maximum out to the minimum in. I really like this extra pivot too. Put it on. I'm going to tighten it first before I do the top strap. The great thing about this, I can tell already, is it's distributing load onto the back of my head. Take this and pull it up. So now I feel like I'm a little too front heavy, so we'll take and just make it real easy. This feels really good now, and I guess you could really kind of clamp it down, but I'm just going to kind of leave it loose at first. It already feels so much better than this strap. And if I can use this more than 45 minutes at a time, then I might be interested in getting the Meta 3. The Vision Pro, I think I'm going to have to wait on that. It's just a little too expensive, given the reviews I've seen. So now I'll wear this for a while, and then I'll tell you what I think. I just finished a 2-hour session. The ability to adjust on the fly, even when it's on your head. The fact that it can go over like this, it's all good. Because you can suspend it on the side of your head and just kind of move it around. I don't think you need to really twist it down hard. I guess if you're doing a really active game, you want it down hard. The fact that it's just loose and just sitting in perfect harmony on top of your head really makes it work. This is a game changer. This padded top is just as important as the padded back. This hinge, awesome. This is really worth the money. It takes this technology and makes it useful. Thumbs up and comments, always appreciated. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in all sorts of evaluations of tech gear, making and breaking things, designs of all kinds, home repairs, home designs, I make sports gear and photography equipment. I even do costumes, cosplay, and props. Check out my channel and please subscribe, because you never know what solution you're gonna see.